Big Chris! What's going on, Big Chris? Yeah, I don't make my mic when I'm getting ready. I probably should, but I don't. Yeah, I can't wait to replace this with that chair. I believe I showed it to you yesterday. The chair I'm replacing this with. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Gothic Graveyard Show. Apologies for last week. Things happened. And we didn't have an episode. So, let me end the music here. And how is everyone today? Hope everyone is doing well. Well, I gonna do a live unboxing today. First time I'm doing this. Figured it'd be interesting, a little different. It's going well, Chris. Thank you for asking. It's going quite well. Yeah, we're going to do a wild medicine box unboxing. An unboxing of the wild medicine box. Ooh, interesting. And we're going to then I'm going to talk a little bit, kill two birds with one stone, if you will. I'm going to give a little bit of a review of the Art Gothic book. A little bit of book review, a little bit of music review, a little two-in-one action. So that's the plan for this week's episode. Still flying solo. Still trying to find a. Jazzy is still busy with things, so I am looking for a temporary host to help me. So I really, in all fairness, I really haven't spent a whole lot of time with that. Quite honestly, just. A lot of the things I've just been kind of flying solo, but if someone, piques my interest, definitely going to reach out to them and see. So, with that said, I'm still and it's snowing here. Chris, oh, poor Chris. Dude, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, my friend. Tea and honey. Tell you, tea and honey. Works like magic when you're sick. So, for those of you who are not familiar with the Wild Medicine Box, it is a monthly sub box. There's a mini version and a standard version. I buy the standard version. Just let me get my information here so I am totally correct. The mini is $19 a month plus shipping. And the standard is $35 plus shipping. So this is the $35 version. You get, probably about half in the mini box and what you get in here, just to put everything into context. Let's see here. So let's now it's as the name implies. I've only gotten one of these so far. This is my second one. This is February 2018's box. So far, it seems very those people who are very into oils, herbology, those kind of things. That seems like that's really what as the name really implies. It's really what the box really seems to be catered to. So, if that's what you're looking for, you're looking for a monthly box to get some fresh herbs, fresh resins, that kind of thing. Then this, definitely may be something you want to look into. So let's just crack it open and see what we got here, guys. As I said, this is my first time opening it. I have no idea what to expect. So this is all fresh. We're both experiencing this at the exact same time. No real smell. First thing right off the bat here, we got our little information card. Try to get that so you can see that. Let's see here. February's Wild Medicine Box is themed around favorite things. We asked our staff, our customers, and ourselves what our all-time favorite products are and added them to this box. We hope you love them as much as we do. So, and here are the items. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in this box. The Heart Chakra Blend Tea, tea bags, hibiscus petals, and Materia Medica card, stones, okay, that's kind of general, herb canvas bag, velvet hand and body cream by the Potion Shop, and Dead Sea mud mask. Okay. Okay. The one thing that they did give us, just like the last box, is sometimes they give you these little, very pretty, like thin cardboard paper, so it's fairly sturdy, printout with information about the main herb of the box. Again, I know that's probably not focusing in very well. No, my stupid camera will not focus. But talks about hibiscus, less commonly known as rose mallow, about flowering plant native to warm temperatures, subtropical and tropical regions, old world cultures that have used hibiscus for its medicinal and health boosting properties, as well as natural pink or red dye. Medicinal uses: hibiscus is naturally high in vitamin C, natural antioxidant, and gentile diuretic and laxative. High levels of antioxidants found in this flower protect the liver and neutralizing the oxidation process caused by free radicals. Hibiscus has shown abilities to lower high blood pressure and high cholesterol, boost immune system due to the dense supply of vitamin C. How to use: hot and cold teas, garnishes salads, can be candied, served as a treat, natural dye, and its primary use, according to this, is love spells. Historical magical lore: planetary association Venus. This flower has strong associations with passion and therefore can be highly influential when used to attract love, passion, or sensuality into one's life. Historically, hibiscus has been used as an aphrodisiac. The blossoms are used in love incenses and sachets in tropical regions. And I do like putting together a good sachet, I'm not going to lie. And our favorable offerings to goddesses and gods. So, not too bad. And again, this is a very pretty good, fairly heavy cardstock. Definitely good if you want to throw this in your book of shadows or whatever. Which I actually am doing with these. So that's very, very cool. I like that. We got a little card here from the Potion Shop, since one of their products and their information. Since one of their products is in the box, as we already discovered. Let's see what we got here. Alright, a little tea bag. Talked about a tea bag? We got something in this. Ooh, we got a little something something. We got a little something something, guys. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, red jasper maybe? A couple little crystals. I'm thinking red jasper. Tell me if you think I'm wrong. Just tell me, but I'm thinking red jasper. The card just says crystals. Let's see if there's anything specific under the text. Stones, rather. Crystals and stones are an important earth medicine that we rely on. We have selected our top tumbled and rough stones. Oh, they're random. So yours may not be the same as your neighbor. Yeah, so I'm guessing red jasper. Just so I am... Let's just look up the red jasper, just so we are all on the same page. I can't remember really offhand what red jasper is good for, so let us refresh our memory Because in my old occult store, I never sold red jasper because they're so common. Like, you know, everyone seemed to sell it or have it, so I never really bothered with it. Let's see here. It's not under R for red, probably Jasper, probably just regular Jasper. Let's see what page. Jasper! Red, 104, 177. Ah, here we go. Jasper. Let's see. Red Jasper. Red Jasper. Energy projective, planet Mars, element fire. Red Jasper was engraved in images of lions and archers and carried to guard against poison and to cure fevers. A fine protective stone, it is utilized in defensive magic, for it sends negativity back to the original sender. It is also carried or used during healing and health spells. Red Jasper is worn by young women to promote beauty and grace. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. I will take that. I will take that. All right. Good to know. So we got a little red jasper, which will go on the altar. All right. And you got a nice little satchel, which we can definitely use to make our own little magical sachets or puppets. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, a little glass. Oh, what is this? Little glass jar here with a cork. That's somewhat leaking. What is this? Oh, this is the Dead Sea mud mask that we talked about. Now, I'm not going to lie. While Reverend Peter here does love, he does like to look good. He does kind of take care of himself. Not going to lie, he is kind of a. I don't know if I would go as far as to use a freaking mud mask. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the concept and people who it does definitely fit in the whole general theme. Yeah, it is actually a nice color, Chris. It really is. Vibrance and endurance and what Google says. I like that. Yeah, it is. It's a cool jar. What I will probably do is either give it to my roommate, Andy. She may. I don't know if she does mud masks. If she does, I'll let her use it. And then, or whoever I find out uses it, I'll just say, yeah, use it up. And when you're done with it, just give me the jar back. Because I do like the little jar. It is a very, very cool jar. Reminds me of kind of like Egyptian glassware, actually. It's a very similar style, if you will. So yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's not so I can't put a strike against it just because it's something I personally wouldn't use, but it does overall fall in the theme of it, and I can't give it a strike just because it's something I personally wouldn't use. I think it's a valid item to have, and definitely some people who are into that definitely would find a use for it. So we'll put that over there. Let me just wipe my hands off because some of the mud mask did kind of get out. All right, what else we got? What's next? Oh, the hibiscus flower petals. Is this the tea? Nope, this is just the regular pouch of for just your puppets, offerings, what have you. Nice little 5 ounces of it. Very nice, very nice. Oh, and here's the tea bags right here. Well, in a sealed plastic bag for probably for sterilization purposes. Keep it sterilized. Very nice. What else we got here? We got this little. What is this? Oh, this is the hand and body cream. little plastic container. Kind of reminds me of typical cosmetic kind of little. Let's see what it smells like. Oh, that's. Not gonna lie, I'd probably use this for like, I mean, I do, getting older, I do got to put some lotion on my elbows from time to time to keep them soft. And it smells slightly lemony and slightly like almost like sweet vanilla. It's mild though. It's not overpowering. It's like a lemon vanilla. A sweet lemon vanilla smell. Very nice. Very, very nice. Not much, granted. Couple ounces. The writing's minuscule and I don't have the lighting I need. I can't tell. It's a couple ounces. But yeah. Yeah. So that's I definitely like that. That's we're definitely putting that in the like pile. Oh, and here's our tea. Interesting sense. Yeah, it is. It is, Chris. Here's our Chakra Heart Herbal Tea. Contains lemon balm, nettle, lady's mantle, ginger, hawthorn berries, rose petals, hibiscus, and rose hips. Let's see what this smells like. And it is a nice glass bottle. Glass? Yes. Glass bottle with a nice cork. So this is definitely reusable. Again, I like that. I like that a lot. Definitely some hibiscus smell. What else is in here that I can smell? Ginger, absolutely the ginger. It's very mild ginger smell. What's the one? The hawthorn. I think it's the hawthorn I'm smelling. And I definitely smell the lemon balm. Definitely smell the lemon balm. Yeah, it actually I definitely smells. If it tastes like it smells, it's actually gonna be a very flavorful tea. Very flavorful tea. And you get you get a fairly large little glass jar of it. Probably what, about a tablespoon in one of these things to make 1 cup of tea. So you're probably going to get, probably 8 to 10, I'd say, cups of tea out of this. Not too bad. Not too bad. I definitely like that. It definitely goes in a like it pile. That's some interesting combinations for the tea. Yeah, it really is. Oh, okay. And the last item here. This is big. What is this? Oh, a little bag with all herb identifications on the front of it. A little linen bag. I mean, I don't know if, again, not something I'll probably give this away as a gift. Not something I would personally use, but, it's not bad. It's branded on the bottom there, Tamed Wild Hypocrisy. And then, various common plants with their names on it for identification. So not too bad. Not too bad. It's a linen. It's a linen bag. Seems pretty well put together. Is it double stitched? No, it does not look. It's not double stitched. But as long as you're not too rough with it, you don't like try to lug rocks, big rocks in it or something. I think you'll be fine with it. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. And that's it. Tea bags, canvas bags. So yeah, that's it. That's what we got, and that's That is for the standard standard wild medicine box. So I am just put these herbs in my herb drawer here. You know, I feel I got a little bit more for my money the last box, because there's really nothing in the last box I didn't feel I could use at some point, whether it was the tea, the herbs, that kind of thing. This had, you know, I mean, they did say right off the bat this was our favorite things box, so it was kind of scattered around. And this is only my second box, so it's hard for me to really see a pattern or really say one way or the other. But I don't dislike this box, but there are definitely things. You know, there's only about half the things in it that I feel I'm really going to use. Which, again, you know, not necessarily a bad thing, as long as the next box, there's, it's a bit more on point for me personally. But overall, overall, I think it's pretty good box. And as I said, the tea, the herbs, the glass jar for the mud mask, and the red Jasper, all all definitely usable, practical things that I can definitely interesting things in the box. Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I don't think it's I don't think it's bad. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give, to me personally, I'd give it a solid 7. So slightly above average. But there's nothing here that totally wowed me. Now, the first box I got last month, I would have given that a solid 8, maybe even 8.5. Again, just for the fact that there's more practical items in there. But so we'll see. We'll see what happens. March's box is next month. So we'll see what March holds. And then we'll go from there, and I'll do another live unboxing on that one too. So that's the Wild Medicine box. So definitely check it out. If again, herbs and those kind of things, teas, herbs, tinctures, stones. If that's your thing, then it's definitely something to check out for you. All right. Next thing I want to talk about, getting away from the esoteric and more back to Gothic fundamentals, the Art of Gothic. I'll tell you, this book, I wasn't sure what this book really was when I ordered it on Amazon. The description was a bit vague. It just said the history, it kind of sounded like it was a history of goth, though it didn't really give a lot of details, at least to my satisfaction. Excuse me. So I said, fuck it, we'll get it and we'll see what it's about. And I'll tell you, this is a fantastic book. Not only is it hardcovered, which just right there, it's worth its weight in gold. I paid around $28, I believe. I found one Amazon, subsidiary or affiliate selling it, and I think I got it for about $28. The retail price, according to the retail price on the UPC code on the back, is $35. So of course, I think I got free shipping because I'm Amazon Prime. I'll have to look on my Amazon account exactly, but I definitely paid less than $35 for it. But this book, it definitely a great book about the history of goth. Talks about its foundations in the music scene, and then how all these other elements kind of came into play. The fashion was the first to come, then the literature and the architecture and all the other aesthetics, and then and then as the music evolved into like techno, then the cyber goths came into play, and the Victorian Goths and the Lolita Goths, and and just all these different types, all the from how various cultures kind of just added to the collectiveness of the Goth subculture. And it's written by Natasha Sheriff, who since the early 2000s has been writing, has been hosting and writing through various television productions and new magazines, writing about the goth subculture and its music and its derivatives of the goth music. So she's definitely been, in the scene for a bit, and this book is just filled with gorgeous, gorgeous illustrations. For example. And the paper is all heavy stock, glossy paper. So not only is it hard covered, but the pages are just very high quality. You're not going to have any yellowage or easy rippage with these pages. They're pretty heavy stock, glossy, full color spreads. And she talks about from the very beginning, classic goth, talking about how it all started with the music. And then it kind of evolved, and the fashion became a thing. And as I said, then how the macabre, became, kind of got seeped into the subculture, through the music, and then to the aesthetics, and then the kind of the architecture. The old Gothic architecture kind of got absorbed into the subculture, and the literature, and all those other all those other aspects. So really, really cool. And so she basically starts off like late 70s, early 80s, and like Susie, as you can see there, of course. Talks about the the beginnings, where she believes that where the goth music movement actually started, Bajas and so on and so forth, and then the Cure, and then how it actually by the mid 80s really became truly its own identity, goth rock. And then from there, if you move forward a bit, then you start talking about the second generation of goth, Sisters of Mercy, Clan of Xmox, The Mission, so on and so forth, and then how the fashion started evolving, so on and so forth. So it's a really, really great book, talking about the whole history from the late 70s, early 80s, all the way to the current day. This book came out in 2014, so it's only a couple years old, so it is pretty up to date, pretty modern, and talks about pretty recent things. So it's a great, great book. Not only from all the the fashion and the aesthetics of the goth subculture, but certainly the history of the music, and talks about all the big milestone bands, all the important milestones music-wise that the goth subculture has traversed. And I cannot suggest this book anymore. I thought it's a phenomenal read. If you're interested in the history of goth, where it came from, where it looks like we're going, then definitely check out this book. Really, really well done, and I'm really happy I picked this up. You will not regret it. The Art of Gothic. So that's really all I had today. I don't really want to talk about. Well, on a somewhat current events level, while this isn't specifically Gothic, but this topic kind of affects everyone of every subculture and every person, especially those in the United States. the current event, of course, the tragedy that happened in Parkland, Florida, the high school there, the shooter and all those children and faculty who died, there definitely seems to be a movement from the iGen, or Generation Z, if some people want to call them that. I think iGen is a bit more appropriate, actually. There's definitely a movement, I think in a positive sense, that they are taking initiative. Now, I've seen some adults, embarrassingly, some from my generation, Generation X, kind of really come down on some of these students. We're going to put a fact, all the fake news that was, all their crisis actors and blah, blah, all that nonsense tinfoil hat conspiracy bullshit. I'm not even going to touch upon. It doesn't deserve any more attention than it's already gotten. But what they are doing, and this movement, in like a week and a half since this tragedy happened, they've shouted and stood their ground and made things happen to the point where they ended up they got CNN to have a town hall, which senators came to from the state. Governor didn't have the testicular fortitude to, but they got the senators to show up. And I will say, as a card-carrying member, liberal, while I certainly do not agree with Mark Rubio's social stances on many topics. As a person, I respect him for showing up to clearly what was going to be a very hostile crowd. Now, did I agree with everything he said? Absolutely not. But you got to give the guy credit for showing up. And you can disagree with him politically on on various points, but at least he showed up, and he showed more courage than the governor of the state, and more courage than the president. So, okay, let's be honest, a president's, a reality TV show star. I mean, what kind of courage does he probably have? But, that aside, I think these kids are doing a wonderful thing. I think they should be encouraged. I think they should be applauded. And, they've started this movement where not only did they get a primetime special on a major network, but they got banks and other companies to cut associations with the NRA, which, in my opinion, is borderline domestic terrorist group at this point. Not directly, but indirectly. I think you could make the case that they enable domestic terrorists. They're enablers of that. I think, and just all these, and just, the irony is their parents' generation has failed them, and arguably I got to take some responsibility as Generation X, which they definitely could be. These they probably do mostly come from Gen X, if not Gen Y, not millennials. We have failed them because, and they now have to. They are doing our job. They shouldn't have to be organizing protests. They shouldn't have to be doing mass walkouts. They shouldn't have to be, holding signs saying, "I don't want to get shot in school." But they got to, because their parents and their elected officials have failed them. So now they got to take action. They got to take the situation by the horns themselves, because our inaction is doing nothing but creating a higher body count. And I give them credit for that. And they have my utmost support, my utmost respect. And if you look at my Facebook page, I definitely take millennials and sometimes the iGen to task. I do slam them on some things. But I'll tell you, some of these students are so eloquent and so focused and so put together. You know, I cannot wait. I cannot fucking wait for them to be able to vote Edward for office. I can't wait. It's sad that the baby boomers definitely don't have their fucking act together. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my generation, Generation X. Millennials, you know, fuck. They've more or less dropped the ball too, let's be honest. And now the iGen has to kind of like save themselves, and they gotta start their own movement, because the last 3 generations have failed them. You know what? I say good for them. I say good for them. So I just want to throw that out there. If there are any young people watching the show, thank you. I'm sorry that we have failed you. You know, I'm sorry your parents failed you. I'm sorry my generation failed you. We should be better than this. We should be. We should have had this resolved 12 mass shootings ago. But, you know, unfortunately there's a percentage of people in this country that care more about their gun rights than they do children. And that's just a fact. That isn't even a debate. These people who they're not even talking about the kids. They're just talking about, don't take my guns away. Yes, I'm talking about you people. You people I see on my Facebook page. You people I see posting. Yes. Yes. You people care more about your fucking guns than you do children. And that's not a debate. That's not a discussion. That's not a question. I'm just stating a fact. So, and those people have definitely failed the iGen. Definitely failed them. And you know, we and all the rest of those generations, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, we should have spoken louder. We should have organized more. We should stop just being stupid. Just stop being stupid and re-electing these people who rather kids get shot up than put common sense gun regulations into place. Baffles me. Fucking baffles me. But that said, keep fighting a good fight. Thank you for that. From my cold dead vampire heart. Thank you. And I really hope this movement continues and we actually see some real fucking change. So, thank you everyone. Chris, thank you for stopping by, my friend. I greatly appreciate it. And hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you next week in the Gothic Chamber from the from the Gothic Graveyard Show. Thanks everyone so much, and have a wonderful day. Oh, and I always forget to do this because I don't like to whore myself. Well, I do like to whore myself out, but I should do it a bit more. Hit the like, subscribe, yada, you know the drill. Thanks, everyone.